Yotam Segev is the co-founder and CEO at Cyera, sitting down with us here at the New York Stock Exchange. It's great to have you here in New York. Welcome.
Thank you. My favorite place.
Of course, talk to me about what has led to the success of the breakout year that you and your team at Cyera have had so far.
I think the challenges that we were dealing with in data security have always been extremely important, paramount to enterprises. But with the introduction of AI, this problem that used to have legs, it now has wings. And the need that we're seeing from enterprises to get control over their data is truly becoming one of the most urgent needs that they're dealing with, because it is a blocker to their ability to adopt AI responsibly. When we're looking at all of the amazing innovation that's happening in our world today, and we're sitting here in the New York Stock Exchange, seeing all of these amazing companies building into this AI age, the enabler for that is the ability to actually control, monitor, and protect your data. Everybody wants to be an innovator. Everybody wants to be a pioneer. But being able to enable the security teams to say yes responsibly, and to say yes with confidence, that's the big difference that we're creating for our customers, to be able to lean into this amazing innovation that AI is bringing on, and to do that in a way where they feel like they have control, they're protecting the organization's crown jewels, and they know that this is going to be a positive transformation and not one that they will regret.
You and I have spoken before about AI-fueled data growth. What has most surprised you about the evolution of that space, and how do you feel Cyera is uniquely positioned to tackle the challenges of the moment? And I know there are many of those challenges.
So I think the crazy thing about AI is the pace, right? We've seen changes in our lifetimes. We all remember the world before a smartphone, but the pace at which things are changing now is just uncomparable to anything we've seen before. And if we look just at the last 12, 18 months, the focus in AI and the focus in AI security has shifted dramatically. 12 months ago, everybody was focused on model scanning. Now, everybody's focused on AI agents and how we're going to be able to enable those in the enterprise. So this is a very, very dynamic, very turbulent space we're living in. And I think that companies like Cyera, that on the one hand have achieved scale and are already operating with some magnitude, but on the other hand are still young enough, still small enough, and still nimble enough to go and really adapt to the changing problems and the changing landscape, puts us in a very, very unique position to support our customers in this transformation.
And there is a really fascinating link, a connection between Israeli-based startups and the city of New York. Talk to me about that relationship, either for yourself or for the industry writ large, and how do you view New York City as the ultimate backdrop for a lot of these cybersecurity startups?
So just over 3 years ago, as Cyera was starting to sell in the market, very, very early days, I literally picked up the visas from the embassy in Israel in the morning, and in the evening we were on a plane. My wife, my 10-month-old kid, my dog, my mom that came with us to help us get settled in, and we became New Yorkers. And I think that, a couple of weeks into it, I asked my wife how she's feeling. She told me, look, everybody here is an immigrant from somewhere. Some are immigrants from within the US, some are immigrants from across the world, but this city is really a city of opportunity and a city of endless achievement. You look around you and you realize that no matter what you've done, it's only the beginning. And you should think bigger, you should dream bigger, and you should go and execute on the wealth and breadth of amazing opportunity that this city provides everybody who lives here.
Yotam, you and I are not just having this conversation on a day where the New York Stock Exchange is partnering with the great team at Night Dragon and everyone in Dave DeWalt's ecosystem there, but it's also a really exciting day for your company and a new high-profile acquisition of a company called Autorize. Tell our viewers what they should know about that company and the acquisition that they might be a bit unfamiliar of otherwise.
So Autorize is an amazing company that we're welcoming into the Cyera team today. And their expertise in cloud, their expertise in runtime, their expertise in what's called eBPF technology, which is one of the most advanced technologies today in the cyber and cloud ecosystems, is unparalleled. This is a team of unprecedented engineering talent and density. And I think very similar to the talent wars that we're seeing in the AI landscape, there is a similar talent war happening in the cyber landscape. And being able to create a very talent-dense company to bring the most innovative, most forward-looking technologists into the Cyera team, allows us to out-execute our competitors, allows us to deliver on the many, many requirements and needs that our customers have, and allow us to keep pace with the dynamic nature of the problem that we are solving, as we just talked about with AI earlier.
Yeah, and I have no doubt keeping that pace up and trying to stay ahead of the curve is so much easier said than it is actually done. So I'm hoping you're able to give me some sense. What is your long-term vision for Cyera in the cyberspace?
For us today at Cyera, we're focused on the data security space. We want to become the data security platform. If you ask our customers what they're doing about data security, I want their answer to be very simple. We run, operate, build our program in Cyera. That's how we do data security. And data security is a broad space. It encompasses many environments in the enterprise space. It encompasses countless use cases that the customers have. So we're truly required by our customers to build a platform that is deep, it's broad, but it's also very, very simple. Because when you think about the enterprise space, complexity is the enemy. Right? Like we're trying to take very complex, very siloed problems that they're dealing with and turn them into something that is simple, effective, that they can actually get up off the ground and operational and get the full value that they desire, be able to adopt AI, be able to innovate and be at the cutting edge and do that in a way that is responsible and secure.
What most excites you about the work that you're doing at Cyera that you would want people to pay a little bit more attention to?
I think that the world has all sorts of problems, and some problems are more interesting than others. Some problems are foundational, meaning they're never going away. They're always going to remain a problem. They're always going to remain a challenge. And some problems are evolving. The problem that we're working on is a combination of both. Data security is foundational, but it's also an evolving problem, and we're seeing that evolution now with the introduction of AI. Much of what is being called AI security is data security, and we're in an amazing position to deliver on that and much more for our customers. So I truly feel like this challenge that we've started working on just over 4 years ago is a challenge that is becoming more and more important for customers and is only going to grow in importance every week, every month, every quarter. We're very fortunate to be able to partner with some of the most amazing companies in the world in order to help them with this.
Absolutely, and you're always welcome back here onto the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Congratulations on the success of the last 4 years and on the acquisition announced today. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, and a good opportunity to welcome the authorized team to Cyera formally. Welcome, authorizers. Thank you.